Madam President.
The senator from North Dakota.
Madam President, I ask to speak as if in morning business.
Without objection.
Also, I see the good senator here from New Mexico. I'm certainly willing to defer to the senator if time is an issue for him. Okay. If it's not, Madam President, I rise this morning to speak on the issue of the military COLA. This is the cost of living adjustment for our military retired. In the budget agreement, the COLA was reduced for military retirees by 1% till they reach age 62. Then the COLA is restored. I'm opposed to this provision in the budget, and I've since co-sponsored legislation to fix it, meaning fully reinstating the COLA for our military retired. Now, the bill we're considering today and we'll be voting on later today fixes the COLA problem. It reinstates the COLA in full. Now, that's good. That's what I want to do, and that's what I believe the vast majority of the members in this body on both sides of the aisle want to do. So we should pass the bill, and I believe this afternoon that we will. Now, the bill that we have been considering this week fixed the COLA problem. It restored the cost of living adjustment for our military retirees, but it did not cover the cost of doing so. The cost of the legislation is about $6.8 billion over a 10-year period, which, of course, is the CBO, Congressional Budget Office scoring period. Now, we can cover that cost, and we should. We've got a deficit and a debt. We've got to address our deficit and debt, and so we've got to make sure that we're paying for things. And we absolutely can do that in this case. And in fact, we've put forward amendments to do just that. Now, the amendment that I have, first amendment that I joined in putting forward is one that was led by Senator Kelly Ayotte, the senator from New Hampshire. Now, it fully covers the cost of fixing the COLA. The way it worked is it covered that cost by simply requiring that the additional child tax credit statute is properly enforced. Let me explain that. What it requires is that families with children who apply for the additional child tax credit must have Social Security numbers for those children. This is a simple, straightforward enforcement provision to ensure that the law is followed. And why wouldn't we enforce the law, make sure that it's enforced? I believe that's an important part of our job, after all. In fact, I also believe that the Treasury Department supports this enforcement provision as well, and I'd like to cite from a recent Inspector General's report. In 2011, the Treasury Department's Inspector General reported that individuals who were not authorized to work in the United States received billions by claiming the additional child tax credit, and several news investigations found troubling instances of abuse of this tax credit. In just one example, according to a 2012 news report, an undocumented worker in Indiana admitted that his address was used to file tax returns by 4 other undocumented workers who fraudulently claimed 20 children in total, resulting in tax refunds totaling nearly $30,000. The Joint Committee on Taxation estimates that this change would save approximately $20 billion over 10 years. Now, that's $20 billion in savings over 10 years, which obviously far more than covers the $6.8 billion cost of the COLA fix that we are putting forward. Clearly that works. But I understand that we have not been able to get bipartisan agreement on this provision, on this pay for. So we need to find something that we can agree on, because we need both Republicans and Democrats to pass this legislation to fix the COLA. And that's why I have since offered another pay for. And this is a simple one-page amendment, that provides a pay for restoring the cost of living adjustment for our military retirees. What it does is it simply extends the provisions of the Budget Control Act, the budget that we passed for one more year, from 2023 to 2024. And I'm pleased to say that's what we will be voting on this afternoon. Not because I've offered the amendment, but rather because leadership has agreed to offer the House version of the COLA fix. That's the legislation that we will be voting on this afternoon, which has the pay for that I've just outlined. Now, it's not identical to the amendment that I've submitted, but it's very, very similar, very close. And it ensures that our military retired will receive their much deserved retirement. I've urged my Republican colleagues in our caucus to fix this problem, and I have urged my Democrat colleagues on the Senate floor to fix this problem. And today, I believe we will, in a bipartisan way, today I believe we will fix the cost of living adjustment, restore it for our military retirees, and do it in a way where we pay for it, so we make sure that we are not increasing the deficit or the debt. As a former governor and now as a senator, I've had the honor and the privilege to work with our military men and women. I've been to Iraq and I've been to Afghanistan. And I've gotten the calls when one of our heroes makes the ultimate sacrifice. I know they put it all on the line for us. And so today I ask my fellow senators to join with me and vote for our men and women in uniform, to vote to fix the COLA for our military retired, and to support those great men and women who wear the uniform and who honor us, who protect us, and who serve this nation in the cause of liberty and freedom with their dedicated service. Join with me and support them and vote for this legislation. Thank you, Madam President. With that,